Philadelphia and the surrounding markets outside the city, Chester, Delaware, Montgomery counties, Jersey, Delaware, was ranked the third most affordable MSA, market service area in the country by the U.S. News and World Report. I'll explain what that means next for everyone living in the area. If you like what you hear, you get some value out of this, make sure to hit subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications so you get updated when we have new stuff coming out. And if you want to schedule a call about your real estate needs, you can do that with the link in the comments. So, U.S. News and World Report, they come out with these lists all the time, very reputable news source, and they went out and they put together a list of the most affordable metro areas. And Philadelphia came in number 3, which is no surprise just living here and seeing what it's like when people are relocating from places like New York, North Jersey, D.C., California. And how they do this is that they view people that spend more than 30% of their income on housing as cost burdened. And the national average for that right now is 39%. Well, the payment to per capita income ratio in the greater Philadelphia area is 20.8%. So coming in far less than the average. It was number 3 in the entire country. Detroit was number 1. And what this means, it's no surprise to me, is that there may be some serious opportunity in the housing market for people relocating from outside Pennsylvania. We know that New Jersey, Maryland, New York, and California are the most common states people move to Pennsylvania from. It also tells me for the people that are already living here, there might be some opportunity in front of you. And I'm going to walk you through how to identify those on the purchase side using a couple statistical parameters that should help you. But this is exciting news, and I've always felt that Philadelphia is a very undervalued market. We've got a great economy here. This speaks a lot to the jobs market, and how strong the jobs market is. If it's 20.8% versus 39%, it speaks to the quality of local amenities like school districts and parks and the ability to get to New York and public transportation, the ability to travel to D.C., the proximity to the Jersey Shore. There's a vacation and an ocean spot only an hour and a half, 2 hours away, depending on where you live. So there's a lot of good things coming out of this. And if you're looking for bang for your buck, Philadelphia might be the right opportunity for you or the surrounding counties. And here's the way to find those homes that you might be able to get a little better price on when you're looking at properties. The first is I would be looking at days on market. So right now, the average days on market in the suburban counties is just below 30. It's in the mid-20s in Chester, Delaware, Montgomery, and Bucks counties. In Philadelphia, it's a little less than 60 days. And what we know is when you see days on market hit that like 10 to 15 number, and yes, I'm talking about 10 to 15 days, that tells you there might be an opportunity to get your offer accepted, to get a lower offer accepted, to negotiate terms, to negotiate price. So that would be my number one criteria for finding an opportunity to negotiate and find a great bang for your buck purchase in the greater Philadelphia area. Number 2 would be looking at adjacent neighborhoods to the amenities and the place where you want to be. Now, obviously, if you're tied to a school district, this may not be an option for you. I totally get that. This one's not going to be for you. But there's other folks that they want to get settled. They want to be close to certain things, and it doesn't matter if they're on one side of the school district or the other, one side of the county or the other. They just want to get close and local. And there's going to be places that have lower taxes based on the school districts, that are going to be more affordable based on some of the school districts. So you've got to do this research on your own. There's some great websites. Niche.com is one of them that can help guide you on what these adjacent neighborhoods look like. And we've also seen the same thing for people that say things like, I want to be right downtown. I want to be in downtown Media. I want to be in downtown Westchester. I want to be in Rittenhouse Square. Well, when you look at the adjacent neighborhoods there, you might be able to find a little more bang for your buck because some people do by zip codes and streets and addresses. That's just how it works. So I'd be looking at those adjacent communities as well, and a good agent should be able to find you those. And on the third criteria to be watching, I'd be looking at homes that need a little bit of work. According to a RE/MAX survey earlier in the year, 74% of home buyers are willing to consider a fixer-upper right now. So if you're a seller and maybe you're thinking about getting your home on the market, don't be afraid to bring that property to the market if it needs a little cosmetic work. I would say the same thing for the purchase side. And if you're willing to do some work, and I'm talking purely cosmetics, not like a structural rehab or installing a new septic system, and if you're in a more rural area, I'm talking about things like painting, carpeting, flooring, new kitchens, new bathrooms, which a lot of people want to do on their own anyway. Well, if you look at that, we know there's 4 things that buyers focus on when they look at properties. There's location and neighborhood. That's number 1. Number 2 is the floor plan of the home. Number 3 is price, and number 4 is condition. You buy in the neighborhoods like you buy into anything else. We know that location is something that usually drives a lot of decisions, and we also know that floor plan is very difficult to change. You can't change the floor plan without a high cost to it. I mean, you're talking about major renovations there. So if you like the location, maybe it's one of those adjacent locations like we talked about, you like the neighborhood, but maybe the home needs a little bit of work. Now you're getting into condition. Typically, price is going to be reflective of condition, so there might be an opportunity for you there. Now, some buyers just don't want to do any work, so that's another way you can identify opportunities to take advantage of maybe a more affordable home than what other people are doing. Those 3 things, that's your strategy there to get a house right now, even in a market that's rated as one of the most 3 affordable in the country, like the greater Philadelphia area. This strategy works. You prioritize the things you can't change. You look at some of these statistical indicators and look just outside your original bullseye, because a lot of folks don't really know what they want until they start researching and doing it on your own. And part of the home search process is getting into product and identifying lemons, so when you see the cherry, you know what it looks like. So if you got questions about this, how to identify these things, you want to go a little deeper on your local market, schedule a call with our team with the link in the comments. And remember, you're buying into a very affordable market, which spells opportunity for you and your financial well-being.